Once a mom, always a mom, right? All right. Well, happy Monday morning, everyone. So glad to have you here. Today is the 13th of October, 2025. And today, it's God's promises card. It says, you are beautiful in God's eyes. So you're beautiful in God's eyes, you're beautiful in my eyes. And it comes from Philippians 1:3. It says, every time I think of you, I give thanks to my God. So whatever your God is, right? So there's one God, but there's different ways to get there. But he loves you no matter what. He made you. He created you, the amazing person that you are. And he has incredible plans for you. And I've said it over and over and over, but he does. He has a plan in place. So give all the stress and cares to him because he's got you. So let's go ahead and get started. We're actually going to start on the ground this morning. We're going to do a little bit of like elbow push-ups and stuff like that. We're going to warm up that upper body. We're going to do more upper body than lower today, probably tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow, speaking of that, if you're planning on joining tomorrow, my sister's having surgery, so I'm going to go ahead and be with her tomorrow. She was going to have it on Thursday. They moved it up to Tuesday, so I won't be here tomorrow. So anyway, Wednesday, we'll focus on more legs. So come on down on the ground into that all fours position, and let's go ahead into an elbow drop. So you're dropping down onto those elbows, onto those forearms, in all fours, and we're just pushing up and down. And I might say just pushing up and down, but that might be difficult as well. But I really want to get through, I want you to feel it through the triceps. If having your hands close, meaning that they're like shoulder width apart, is too hard, you can always widen them, okay? And it's almost like your elbows are dropping, like if you can see, my elbows are dropping to the outskirts of my yoga mat. If that's more comfortable for your shoulders, then do it that way. You're okay if you want to just keep them shoulder width apart, lowering and lifting, okay? If you're a little bit stronger, you can go down into a full plank like this, onto your knees and do it. I'm not saying to do that, I'm just saying, remember, this is just warm up. So completely do what's good for you. Couple more. Hopefully you're starting to feel it in those triceps. Last one. And then go ahead and bring it up in just a regular all fours. Flatten those feet out. Right arm forward, left leg back. And we're bringing it in and out for bird dog. Exhale and inhale as you bring it back and forth. 5 of them. 2 more. And then the same thing to the other side. Always get neutral spine again. Left arm forward. Right arm, I'm sorry. Yeah, left arm forward, right leg back. Calling my legs my arms. Inhale and exhale. Last one. And then let's go ahead and bring it up into that hover position and just hold the plank for a second, that hover. It's kind of a hover plank. So your knees are about 2 inches off the ground. Remember, your hands, your wrists, everything are right underneath the shoulders. Squeeze your hands back towards your knees and your knees towards your hands. You can feel the core engage. Keep the arms straight. 5, 3, 2, 1. Open up the knees nice and wide. Press it back into child pose, or if you have bad knees, stay up with your rear end. Just drop your head to the ground if you can. But if you can go full child pose, do that. Walk your hands all the way to the right and all the way to the left. And then we're going to start with back this morning. So we're going to come back into that center, bring it back up into all fours. However you want to get up. You can inchworm the hands back into that ragdoll hang, right? Or you can just put one foot in front of the other if that's better for you and stand all the way up. However you want to do it, get yourself up to the top. We're just going to swing our arms forward and back, okay? Hopefully you feel a little engagement in the shoulders and in the arms. And then hold it across the front. Well, I gotta say good morning to everybody now that we're warmed up and I see everybody on here. Let's go ahead and just stretch right and left. So, good morning, Dana. I see your little puppy on the ground. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, Lori, Sabina, Amy, Darlene, Terry, Amy, Mel, and Jade. Good morning. Awesome group this morning. So I'm going to start with back. Like I said, I need a high anchor hookup for your back, please. So this is going to be, last week we did a lot of like lat pull down type stuff. We're going to do a close grip row from high anchor. So those who do have TRX and want to use your body weight for your weight and do the high anchor here, you know you can just lean back like this and do the same thing with your TRX. So that's those who have TRX. I'm not saying if you don't have TRX, you're like, I don't have TRX. I didn't say you had to, but some people like to use their TRX. I love TRX. It's such a great tool. But if you don't, your high anchor hookup, you're sitting down on the ground and you're leaning away. So leaning back, sucking in that belly button, drop the shoulders down, okay, before you even start. I don't want them starting way up here. I want you to engage the shoulder blades, okay, put them in your back pocket, then bring them down into your chest. So lean back, engage the abs, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and all the way back up. And remember, you're using your fingers. Your fingers are hooks. Squeeze. That's it. Beautiful, Dana. That's it, Lori. Perfect. Perfect, Darlene. Love it, love it, Mel. They're both using their TRX. Fantastic. Beautiful aim. Aim squared, I should say. So good, Jane. There we go. You guys are awesome. Perfect, Lori. Last one. Beautiful. Go ahead and stand up with that. Back to back, we're going to do some shoulders. So I need the dumbbell that's going to be good for your lateral raise, front raise combination. Usually it's about the same weight. So that could be 5, 8, 10, 12, you know, based on the person. And again, you want to start heavy, start light, completely up to you. And you know, I'm always going to issue the challenge. One leg balance, okay? If you can, if not, just keep your foot down. So we're going to go lateral, front raise. So thinking about the lateral raise, okay? Slight bend in the arms, lateral out to the side. And then when you come up in front, lead with your thumbs. Okay, so it's lateral, and then lead with the thumbs coming up in front. There we go, everyone. Beautiful. That's it. Lateral and front. So just know, if you have one foot on the ground, it's going to be a lot harder, right? Because I'm making you push your arms out to the side, and then I'm making you throw them up in front. And you can see, look at, you can see me get off balance. I love it. I want it. That's the challenge. Last one. So good. Lateral, and then front. And now switch it out. If you did challenge yourself with the balance, switch to your other foot, and we're going to do a hammer curl back to back. I don't know if that's the same weight for you. You might need heavier. All right, squeeze it up. So remember, row from a high anchor. That's the first. Lateral raise, front raise, and then bicep curl. Grow roots through that foot. Find a focal point on the ground. Okay? And I love, guess what? When I see you guys like this and like tipping and falling, it makes me happy. You know why? Because your central nervous system is being challenged at every step. All right? And had a great story yesterday. And she's on here. I'm not going to say who it is. Right? But she was talking about balance and how important it is, and how she had an incident where, thank God she works on balance here because it helped her. So I'm going to say goodbye to Maggie because she's going to her first day. Come in and say hi and bye. This is her first day of teaching at her new school. So everybody's giving you a thumbs up, Serena and Auntie Terry and Auntie Jane. So I love you. You're going to do so good. Those kids are so blessed to have you. Okay, drive carefully. I love you. Brady is sure gonna miss you. Okay.
Oh, I know he is.
Awesome, I love you. Go ahead and get that high anchor hook up again. But I know I stress it a lot. I stress about balance a lot with you. And you're probably like, you're probably so sick of it. But until something happens that you're like, whoo, I'm so glad I didn't fall, right? Because at our age, I don't care, I'm just gonna say 40 and older because some of my students are in their 40s still. But if you fall at this age, it's not gonna be fun, okay? Something may break, something may sprain. You might get the worst bruise you've ever seen that just is awful. You may do something as bad as, fall and hit your head, okay? So that's what I don't want. So the reason why I work so hard with you on balance or challenge you all the time is because you don't realize you need it until you need it, okay? So in particular, this story I heard yesterday, she had her dog in her arms and she was going down the stairs and was able to regain her balance where she was literally going to fall face down on the stairs, but was able to regain balance because we work on balance. So that story to me is an absolute blessing. Last one. Because you just never know when it's going to happen. You just don't know when that little false step or that little toe gets caught on the edge of a rug or whatever. You could be out stepping off a curb. Okay, years ago, my sister Jane, just a freak accident so many years ago. Lateral raise, front raise. Okay, back again. Get back on that one leg. I'll bring the Bosu in too. Those who have a Bosu, use the Bosu. Okay, but it was so many years ago. I don't even remember how many now, probably 20 something years ago. There's really high curbs in Laguna Beach because of the water runoff. And just kind of a false step, put her hand down and broke her wrist. She was 25 years younger than she is now. She was in her 40s probably, or maybe even late 30s. I don't even remember. But I just remember being such a little freak, just a misstep, okay? And that could be anybody. She was younger, anyway, right? But it can happen at any time. So if you're ready for it, if your central nervous system, right? One more in each. One more lateral, right? One more front raise, and then right into bicep curls. I'll go down to my mat, go one leg balance, and bicep curl it. Elbows in, lock them into your side. And I talk about no light air gap, but I also talk about, it's like being Velcroed. Like have your elbows Velcro to your side and do not let them, don't let the, don't let the Velcro unstick, right? Squeeze, flex, okay? Hard, right? When you bring these up and flex, squeeze the heck out of them. Squeeze every ounce of blood and oxygen out of there. You guys are doing awesome, beautiful job. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Last one. Squeeze and flex. Go ahead and put those down. Go ahead and stretch those biceps before we go down. One more set of, it's rows, it's high rows from the top, okay? And since my Bosu is here, I'm just gonna leave it there. I'll push it back a little bit more, and I'll sit on it, okay? That makes the challenge a little bit harder too. If you had your ball, it's like wiggling on top of the ball. I always tell you, all those little movements, all those little teeny micro movements that you think you're in control of, it's your central nervous system. It's your brain. Your brain is doing all that work. You can't think fast enough to send messages to your feet, okay, if there's a misstep. Or I always talk about the best way to describe your central nervous system is putting your hand into an oven and you hit the top of the oven with your knuckles and you're like, oh, like you pull that hand out so fast. Now, do you think Do you think it's like, oh, my hand is burning, I think I should take it out of the oven? Or you touch a stove or whatever. It's like, no, it's your central nervous system. It's a reaction. It's a nervous system reaction. So when I have you on one foot, that's your central nervous system sending all those crazy messages to help you balance. Okay, so if I don't exercise it, I'm not doing my job. If I'm not having you exercise it, I should say, last one. Okay, it's so, so important. Okay, back into one leg balance, lateral raise, front raise combination. Grab your dumbbells, go heavier. If you started maybe with a 2, 3, 4, or 5, maybe you go up to a 7 or an 8, right? So beautiful lateral raise, front raise, watching. Beautiful, that's it, Christy, so good. That's it, Dane, I know you're doing it because I just saw you. Now I'm seeing your feet with your dog because your dog's moving. So your camera's focusing on your dog instead. I love it. Beautiful, Lori. Love the one leg balance. Awesome, Sabina. So good, Aim. Perfect. Awesome. Amy Lombardi on your Bosu. So good. That's it, Darlene. Same thing. Beautiful, guys. Love it. Glad you're bringing in those Bosus. Awesome, Jane. Awesome, Mel. One more out to the side, lateral. One more front raise. And then right into bicep curls. I'll hop off, go on my balance leg that I'm not a fan of, my right, and make it hard. Okay, so also, I know a lot of times you guys are looking at me, right, for form and stuff like that. You know, at this point, you probably know the form. I just care that you find the focal point, stare at it, whether it's straight ahead, it's on the ground, out ahead of you, something that's not moving, so you can be locked in place. Grow roots through the foot, those little micro movements that you feel if you're on one foot, that's your central nervous system. So thank it for helping you. As I just got off balance because I looked at you last one. So good. I love it, Lori. Nice job. Lori's using heavier weights. I love it. Go ahead and put those down. Go ahead and swing the arms forward and back. That's the last one of that series. Let's go ahead and put those away. And we're going to go into some triceps. So bring your ball in for me. We're going to do a pullover today. We're going to do a pullover. So again, dumbbells. Pretty much, you know, most of the stuff is going to be done with, you know, dumbbells and tubing today. But dumbbells for pullover, if you remember what that is, let me just show you before you guys come down on top of your ball. Head and shoulders on the ball, right? I'm going to get both my dumbbells. So the hands are above the head, the dumbbells are together. You're dropping the arms back. Now there's going to be a point that you get to maybe where the top of your head is, and you're like, if I go any further, I won't be able to bring them back up. That's where you want to stop. And then bring them back up. Then we're going to do a face crusher back to back. So it's a bent arm and straight. So the first one, the pullover, is opening the armpits. That's for back and for chest. And you bring it back up. The shoulder joint is the only thing moving. Then the elbow joint when you do the face crusher back to back. So pullover, face crusher. Let's go. If you've already done a few, great. Okay, you know the deal. I'm going to watch you in a second because it's really important that you keep your hips high, your glutes squeezed, your belly sucked in as you drop those hands back behind your head for the pullover and then for the face crusher. If it's too much on your back, I'm just going to drop my hips down for a sec just so you know. You can do the same thing with your hips lower. All right, you might not be able to drop the hands down as far for the pullover, but that's okay. All right, if it's too much on your back. Otherwise, you're keeping those hips high. Pullover, face crusher, I'm going to watch. Now I'm going to come up, keep going so I can see you. Beautiful, Mel, beautiful, Jane, that's it. Awesome, Amy. Beautiful, Amy Lombardi, perfect. Yeah, Tad, that's beautiful. Beautiful control, everyone, too. I love it. I love how you're not rushing, because this one takes time, and you can really hurt your shoulder if you don't take your time on the pullover. So pullover, that's it, Dana, gorgeous. And then face crush. Beautiful, that's it, Lori, so good. Perfect, Christy. Nice, Sabina. So good, so good. All right, last one. And then bring those dumbbells down into your chest, please. And then walk yourself up the ball. Now, for those who have compromised backs, going over the ball for lower back extension is not, you know, just so you know, it's not great for you until you can gain some more strength in those erectors. So you can just do them on the ground, or I'll show you another option. So those who are going to use the ball, you're going to anchor your feet against something solid, wall, whatever, counter, okay? You're going to get yourself over the ball, and the hands can be across the chest, by your side. They can be hard really out here, right? And we come down and we come up. Okay, so if they're here, this is going to be the easiest. Hands by your side. Okay, so those who want to start there, go ahead and start. Those who have compromised backs and want to be here, you can do alternating bird dogs. Okay, arm and leg. Or you can do them down here on the ground and do a lower back extension, lift and lower. Okay, you choose. You know your back the best. I don't. Okay, I don't know what's going on in there. I don't know what you're feeling. But I'm going to watch. Beautiful aim. Awesome, great modification aim. So good. Perfect, Darlene. That's it, Mel. Nice job. Perfect, Christy. Awesome, Laura. There we go. That's it, Dana. Beautiful, Jane. I love it. Every single one of you is doing something like different, which I love. It's so good. You know your body. You know what you should be doing. I'm not saying every single person. There's, you know, each three of you are doing something different. Last one. All the way up. Go ahead and drop to the knees. Push the ball away if you use the ball, and shift left and right because you're going back on top of the ball again. Okay, that first one that we did, the pullover face crusher, I'm counting as 2 different exercises today. I know I did lateral raise, front raise, and I only counted that as 1, but because it's 2 different muscle groups. All right, yes, both of them use triceps, but it's really back and chest for the pullover here, and then the tricep on the second part. So get yourself into position, get those hips high, squeeze the glutes together, suck in the belly button. Bring those arms up overhead for that beautiful pullover. Challenge yourself. If maybe you used just say 8 or 5 on the first set, maybe you try a little heavier on the second set. My biggest thing is that it doesn't hurt your shoulder. All right, because not everybody has a lot of flexibility in their shoulders for the pullover. So you could honestly use 1 dumbbell if that makes it a little easier for you. It could be maybe the same weight, but sometimes 1 dumbbell makes it a little easier. Suck in that belly button. Lift the hips higher. That's it. Beautiful. So good, everyone. I love all the modifications everybody's doing. You know what you need more than I do. Last one. Face crush. And then bring it down into that chest. Slowly walk it back, roll it up. Choose your position over the ball. This is something you could also do. I told you could be on hands and feet. You could also be over the ball like this, all right, and do the alternating right arm, left leg. It actually supports your back. Okay, so it's in your court. You know what's going to be best for you. The lower back extensions with your feet hooked into the wall. All right, maybe that's the best position for you. You gotta find the sweet spot though on the ball or you're gonna fall off. I'm not even looking, okay, but I just know that if you're too far back or you're too far forward, you might face plant, okay, or just roll off the ball. Lift and lower, beautiful. That's it, Dana, gorgeous, beautiful, Lori. Nice, I love it, Darlene. So good, Mel, so good, Jane. Yeah, aim, perfect tap. Love it, I love how so many of you, perfect, Sabina. I love it. So good, Christy, so good, aim. Last one. And then if you did do the lower back extensions or any of them, it doesn't matter. Come drop to your knees, push the ball away, round out that back, shift left and right. Okay, and then back at it. One more time. Pull over, face crusher, maybe a little heavier. I'm going to do it with a heavier, I shouldn't say even a heavier dumbbell. I'm just going to do a combination of the two together, how much that weighs. But I'm going to show you how you can do it with your hands like this. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. I have my hands on my dumbbell like that. So I'm in the same exact position. There's no difference, right? I'm holding on to the big meaty part of the dumbbell as I bring my hands back behind my head and up. And then I do a face crusher, bending them down and up. So honestly, there is no difference. The only difference is when you do singles versus doing doubles. What that means is that both arms are lifting the same weight versus right arm lifting 10, left arm lifting 10, or whatever weight you have. The weaker arm, okay, the one that's less coordinated, I should say, is getting some help from the stronger one or the more coordinated one. That's all. Okay, sometimes I watch you guys and sometimes like one arm is in front of the other leading, and that's okay too. I do want you to challenge both sides, but if it's like really way off balance, then it's nice to have a little bit of assistance. It's like if I was there, I'd be assisting that other arm. You know, I'd be making you do single arms. Okay, I'm gonna come up for a sec so I can watch you. Yeah, beautiful. Love it, Jane. So good, Darlene. That's it. Perfect aim. Perfect. Amy Lombardi. Yes, Sabina. Love it. You guys are doing so good. I love how straight those elbows are. Perfect, Christy. Perfect, Dana. Love it. You guys are doing so good. Sabina, Terry. Fantastic. Last one. Go ahead and walk yourself up that ball. Get yourself into position for the very last one of the lower back extensions. However you choose to do it, over the ball, on the floor, over the ball in alternating bird dogs like this. It's completely, again, in your court. Whatever works best for you, because it's all about the back. And I don't have to tell you, it's not just back, you know that. Your core is working, your glutes, your hamstrings. Every time you go down and you're squeezing your glutes and hamstrings as your body rounds over that ball, okay? They're stabilizing you, they're working all the way into your back, right? So I have my hands down by my side. If you are in the position I'm in, I would say keep your hands on your legs and kind of reach for the back of your knees. I'm not saying you're going to touch the back of your knees. I'm just saying that's the visual as those hands are moving closer to your knees. Inhale and exhale. Press it back. One at a time. Whatever you chose to do. On the ground, lower back extensions. 2 more. I'm going to watch that very last one. Gorgeous. Perfect, everyone. Okay, go ahead and stretch it out. Roll that ball away. Roll that ball away. Again, even if you want to just sit back for a second into that child pose. Right? Shift to the right and shift to the left. And then we're coming down on the ground. We're going to do some core and some abs. So get down into core position, right? So it's going to be on your elbows or your hands. Sorry, I had my hair done the other day, so I'm trying to keep it down, but it's annoying me. So I'm putting it back in a ponytail. And it would only be a matter of time. So I couldn't be more annoyed. Okay, so all the way down into beautiful plank first. This is your first stopover right here. Okay, we're going to do plank. We're going to squeeze and hold. We're going to suck in that belly button. And then, whether you're on your hands or your elbows, you're starting to bring that knee in to that Spiderman. And look, it can be this little. Okay, it doesn't have to be all the way in. So plank first, squeeze, suck in the belly button, and then start to Spiderman the legs. If that's too much for your back, watch my knees. I'm on my knees. Okay, we're on our knees. Okay, you can be on your knees on your hands. Here, right? Do what is best for you and your back. The most, that's all I care about. That you listen to your body, not your head. Because your head will be like, yeah, that's too hard, right? But your body is like, I can do this, okay? I feel it in my arms. I feel it in my shoulders. I feel it in my core. I feel it everywhere. I feel it in my back, right? That's what I want. 3, and 2, and 1. Drop to your knees. Push it back. Shift to the right and shift to the left. And then turn over onto your rear end. So we're going to do a boat today. If you've ever, or a hold, you want to call it a boat hold, a hollow hold. So I've done this with you before. So the boat is where you take your sits bones and tailbone and try to find that little ledge that you can just balance on. Now, if this is you in the beginning and you stay right here, or even you have your hands here, hold that. Okay, those who are a little stronger, we're going all the way down, okay, and we're doing a hollow hold, okay, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you're coming back up to the ledge. So those who are a little bit stronger can do that. Otherwise, you're holding right here, or you're using your hands, and you're dropping your chest away and your legs away a little bit. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up. Again, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up. Use your hands as much as you need. If you need your hands on your legs, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up. I'm going to watch this time. Go. Lean back. Hold it. Scoop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have 2 more. Again, even if you're using your hands, I don't care. If you lean back and you do this, 5, 4, 3, suck the belly in, 2, 1, bring it back up. One more time, all the way down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put the feet down, don't come back up. Put the feet down, head down. Lie down on the ground, lift your hips. Feel that energy flow. Did I say that was for back? That was for back too. It wasn't just for abs. That's hip flexor, that's abs, that's core, and that's back. Okay, so that was a little bit of everything. You can even hear my heart rate. My heart rate gets up, okay? Put your butt down, pull your knees in. Release the tension from your back. And then we're doing bicycles for oblique. So, hands behind the nape of the neck. Elbows to knees and knees to elbows. Okay, neck is neutral. Right elbow to left knee. Extend the other one away as much as you can. And then twist and squeeze. Right, we're squeezing out the intestines. Exhale, shh. Exhale, side to side. Rinse them out. Right, it's like your intestines are like a wet towel. Okay, you're trying to rinse them. You're trying to rinse and twist. Okay, twist them out. Get that elbow on the other side of the knee. Pull the knee in even harder when you don't think you can. Squeeze. Pull the knee in more. Bring your chest into your rib cage more. Squeeze. 3 more. Shh. 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 Feet down, head down. Lift your hips. How much of a break you need in between these is up to you. If you need a sip of water, grab it, come on back. But we're flipping back over. Okay, those who are ready to go, we're going back into plank. Choose your plank, elbows, knees, elbows, feet, elbows, whatever, hands, whatever. I don't care. But the most important thing is that it's a plank first. Okay, if this is where you want to stay, just stay here. Okay, if the Spider-Man is too hard, do kiss the knee. Okay, bring the knee in like this. If you want to go a little harder, you can go twist, cross over. Your choice. No matter what, let's start. Okay, you can do a combination if you want. I do love Spider-Man. And I'll tell you why. I love it for my obliques. Okay, that area between the bottom of the rib and the top of your hip bone. Right, that area that most women really hate for some reason, you know, whether it's because they've gained a little extra fat there in menopause, whatever, right? They hate it. And I just love, because I love how it feels. Okay? You got this. 2 more on each side. Come on. 1 and 1. I'm going to drop to my knees so I can watch you. Beautiful. So good, everyone. Guys doing awesome. Last one. Cross. Yes. Beautiful. Now, same thing. Always sit back. Release the tension from the back. That is not easy. Okay? Now, turn over. So, if what we just did before, doing the boat, is too hard, okay, watch my hands. You can do like a variation of it and just pull the knee in 1 at a time. So you're still leaning back, you're leaning back on your arms, your chest is up, you don't look like this, okay, your chest is up, but you're pulling in, and you're pulling in, okay? If that works for you better, then going all the way down into a boat and holding it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back up. Even if it's here, if this is too hard, do the variation. Do what works for your body at this time today. 2, 1, back up. You've got this. Strong, scoop, hold, flex. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back up. Hold, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back up. 1 more time. You've got this. Squeeze it out. Hold, scoop, belly in. 2, 1. Drop your feet. Drop your head. Lift your hips. Let the energy flow. You can hear, like, holding those positions where your heart is pumping, you know, blood to your leg, pumping it to your upper body. It's not easy. All right? And now you pull your knees into your chest, and then we're going right back into bicycles. And remember, your bicycle can be as tiny as you need to be. It can be here. Look at my legs. Okay? It can be as small as that. Your legs do not have to straighten out. Okay? That's only if you've been with me a long time. And you can do that. So right elbow, left knee, and twist it out and squeeze the heck out of it. Shh. Try to keep the chest into the rib cage. Try not to let it keep dropping down to the ground and back up. Okay, stay in contraction. I'm going to watch. I want you to stay in that contraction. Rinse those intestines out. Get that elbow on the other side of your knee. Pull your knee in harder. Round your chest into your rib cage more. Round it up. There we go, Dana. Beautiful. Beautiful, Christy. Perfect, Lori. So good, Darlene. That's it, Sabina. Yeah, Aim. Beautiful. I love how some of you are pointing your toes, too. Good. Beautiful, Tad. So good, Mel. So good, Jane. That's it. Last one. And then bring the feet down, head down again. Lift the hips. Breathe. Those will get the heart rate up. From doing the, hollow holds, right, to everything we're doing is the entire body working. Okay, anytime you do core work, it is your entire body. And some of you who have gotten programs from me over the years know that I always give you a segment of core and abs to do on your rest day. Now, people are like, isn't it a rest day, Mia? Yes, but your abs never rest. Okay, so you can do abs every single day. I'm not saying to go to massive fatigue, right? But the most important thing is that you work on your core and your abs. I always say pick 3 from the from the list that I give you. Okay, plank position, go. Spider. Okay, you can do kiss the knee. You can stay in plank if you want. You can cross over. You can be on your elbows and knees, hands and knees. I don't care. It's up to you. Whatever you think your body needs the most. One thing I will say is just don't let your shoulders get over your hands too much, because it will impinge that shoulder too much. So you want to, as you're bringing the knee in, you want to push back with the hands. Okay, you want to do the opposite that I tell you to do when we're doing that hover position. 2 more on each side and you've got this, guys. 1 and 1. Drop to the knees, push back, breathe. So you obviously, if you didn't feel that in your shoulders, you might need to go to the next level. But that's arms, that's core, that's back. It's everything. Walk the hands right and left. And then back into whatever position you chose for that last set of doing either boat, right? The boat hold, you could call it hollow hold, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. But again, we always start up in that little ledge between your sits bones and your tailbone. You should be able to feel it, whether your hands are here or not. Okay, open it up, hold, 5, 4, 3, suck in the belly, and then bring it back up. Or all the way down with no help whatsoever. 5, 4, suck in the belly, squeeze the glutes. 2, 1, back up. Inhale, exhale, you've got this. Hold it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it up. Remember, the alternating one is also available to you, right? So if you think of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, last 2, all the way down, hold, 5, suck it in, 4, squeeze the glutes, 2, 1, back up. Last time, all the way down, squeeze, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, feet down, head down, lift the hips. Release the tension, let that blood flow. You're gonna feel it in the back. If you were doing the full-on holds, you're gonna feel it in your back. It's a lot. Your back is basically holding those legs up. All right, now put the butt down, pull your knees in, give me a nice little knee hug, side to side. Breathe through that. And then last set of bicycles, hands behind the nape of the neck, elbows to knees, knees to elbows. Let's make it your greatest. Okay, squeeze the heck out of it. Rinse those intestines out. Squeeze. Squeeze all the toxin out too, right? There's so much toxin in our cells from just air quality. Even if you eat super well, foods, as much as they could be organic and all that, we're still getting toxins in our body. You know, especially, I used to live up in LA years ago, and there are a few reasons I moved back east, but one of them was air quality. Squeeze the heck out of those abs. Squeeze and squeeze. 3 more on each side. That's 1, right? Air quality is huge. Water quality is huge. Feet down, head down. Lift those hips and breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Inhale, exhale. Butt down. Pull your knees in. Roll side to side. The last thing we're going to do, because I have about a minute, maybe a minute and a half left. Some of you have to jump off. I get it for work. No problem. Flip back over onto your stomach. We're going to do some push-ups. Okay, you choose your push-up, your push-up position, push-up position. Okay, it can be here, right? So you're coming all the way down like that. You can do it on your knees in plank, or you can do it full-on military push-up. Okay, you choose 1 set. Okay, as many as you can. Okay, I'll call it when I can't do anymore. Right, I might drop to my knees when I can't do anymore, because my arms are already tired, right? We did biceps, we did triceps, we did chest, we did back, we did shoulders, right? So now this is everything. So inhale, exhale, and push. Inhale, exhale, push. Okay? If you're on your feet and you're like, if I go down any further, I'm gonna face plant. I'm not gonna be able to get back up. Okay, and then if that's the case, guess what? Drop to your knees. Okay, so you can maybe keep going. Okay, we're going to fatigue. If you've never been to fatigue before, welcome. Welcome to fatigue. Right, I'm trying to do about maybe 2 more. Last one. And then drop to your knees. Push back. Maybe you stopped before me. Maybe you're still going. But that's what you want to do. Shift right and left. If you've pushed back into child pose, shift right and left for your back. Inhale and exhale and breathe. And again, talk about every part of your body. That's why it was like one of the original exercises, right? Go ahead and sit up and sit into just a lotus, pseudo lotus, Indian style, whatever you want. Position, left hand out, right hand up. Open it up. Open up. It's all the way from your lat down into your hip. Okay, feel that stretch. If you can, maybe drop down to the elbow. If that's in your wheelhouse, you don't have to. You can just move the hand out a little bit more if that's better. Okay, other side. Other hand and up and over the top. You can hear, guys, my respiration is just starting to come down. Right? My heart is paying back the oxygen debt, or my lungs are anyway. Right? And then I do want you to, even though we didn't really do a lot of legs or anything today, or glutes, we did it because we did all the other exercises that entail squeezing your glutes. So just lean forward into that. We don't need to switch the feet out. Just whatever foot's in front, just lean forward. Feel the stretch through the low back. Feel the stretch through the glutes. And then slowly roll it back up. Your head being the very last thing up as you roll the spine to a seated position, and then take the arm across the front. You did so good today, guys. I love it. I love this big group on Monday mornings. I wish I had this big group every single day. It makes me so happy to see you guys moving. It's just such a gift, like to me. Maybe it's a gift to you too, but you guys give me purpose, really. Because listen, I always told you, today's, again, it's one of those days, it's happy day, right, for Maggie. Clasp your hands behind if you can, okay, as long as you can sit up straight. If not, remember, you're putting your hands like this and you're walking away from those arms. But happy day for Maggie. I'm so incredibly blessed that she is starting her new position as an assistant, actually a teacher's aide. She'll move up to assistant teacher after the semester. Okay, then walk your hands back if you did do that stretch. If not, just bring the hands back around and roll out those wrists. But I was thinking about this morning how proud Noah would have been of her. So of course, it's like bittersweet. It's like, God, I wish he was here for this, but I have to be so grateful for the 19 years I got of him. I have to keep bringing it back to gratitude. Bring it back to gratitude. Gratitude solves everything. And I know some of you are like, gratitude does nothing for me. Maybe that's where you are right now. It's been 7 years almost. 7 years will be November 1st. So I've learned to be grateful for what I have, not what I don't have. And I have an amazing family. I have an amazing husband. I have amazing children. I have amazing friends. I have an amazing community with you guys. So I am grateful for you. Thank you for giving me purpose to get out of bed in the morning and serve you, because it's what I live for, honestly. So I just want, when I go to heaven, Noah to be proud of me, and also for God to say, well done, faithful servant. So again, you are beautiful in God's eyes, and you're beautiful in my eyes. Every time I think of you, I give thanks to my God, and that's Philippians 1:3. And if all of you could say a prayer for my sister Jane. She is going into a surgical procedure tomorrow. Just keep her in your prayers. Last name is Jensen, Jane Jensen. So if you could just, even if you say Jane, God knows who you're talking about. Just keep her in your prayers. Keep the surgeon's hands in your prayers, like, steady hands. And, we just know it's just something she needs to get done. So just keep her in your prayers. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next workout. It won't be tomorrow, it won't be Tuesday, so no class tomorrow, but we'll pick it up again on Wednesday, 7:15 a.m. Go hydrate and fuel as always, and I'll see you on the next one. Mwah. I love you guys. Have an awesome day.